If Tinkercad is showing a design error, a stuck loading screen, a blank workspace, or even a simulation that just will not run, don't worry. In this video, I'll walk you through the most common fixes step by step. These solutions work for both Tinkercad 3D designs and Tinkercad circuits. And the good news is that most of the time the problem is not your project, it is your browser, your connection, or a setting that needs a quick reset. So if this video helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy tech tutorials. Let's jump in. The first thing to check is hardware acceleration. Tinkercad relies on your browser and graphics card to render the workspace properly, and if hardware acceleration is turned off, you can run into a frozen loading bar, missing objects, or a screen that never fully loads. To fix this, open your browser settings, then search for System. Look for the option that says Use Hardware Acceleration when available, and switch it on. After that, fully close your browser, not just the tab, and reopen it so the change can take effect. This one simple setting solves a lot of Tinkercad design errors. Next, clear your cache and cookies. Over time, your browser can store corrupted session data, and that can stop Tinkercad from communicating correctly with Autodesk servers. When that happens, you may see save issues, loading problems, or strange errors when opening a project. On Windows, press Ctrl+Shift+Delete. On Mac, press Command+Shift+Delete. Set the time range to the last 24 hours, then make sure cookies and cached images are selected. Clear them, then sign back in and try Tinkercad again. In many cases, this refreshes the connection and fixes the problem immediately. If the error still appears, try opening Tinkercad in Incognito or private mode. This is a really useful test because it disables many browser extensions automatically. Ad blockers, VPN extensions, privacy tools, dark mode add-ons, and other plugins can interfere with Tinkercad scripts and cause unexpected design errors. To open an Incognito window, press Ctrl+Shift+N on Windows, or use the private browsing option on Mac. If Tinkercad works normally there, the problem is almost certainly one of your extensions. From there, go to your extension manager and turn them off one by one until you find the one causing the issue. Now let's talk about design complexity, because this is another major cause of Tinkercad errors. If your project contains hundreds of separate shapes, the browser has to do much more work to calculate the model. That can slow everything down or cause the editor to fail completely. A good fix is to select related parts and group them together using Ctrl+G. Grouping reduces the number of separate objects Tinkercad has to manage. If one object is acting strangely, try ungrouping it first and then grouping it again. That forces the software to recalculate the geometry and can clear up export errors or weird behavior. If you imported a high-resolution STL or a very complex SVG, the file itself may be too detailed. In that case, simplify it in a mesh repair tool or vector editor before importing it back into Tinkercad. If you are working in Tinkercad circuits, circuit simulation errors are often caused by code or wiring issues. One common problem is an infinite loop. If your sketch contains a while loop or a loop function that never pauses, the simulation can freeze your browser tab. To prevent that, make sure your loops include a small delay, such as delay 10. Another important thing to check is for short circuits. You should never have a direct connection from 5V to GND without a component in between. A short circuit can crash the simulation engine or stop the circuit from running at all. Double-check your wiring, then rerun the simulation. If none of that works, move on to your internet connection and network settings. VPNs are a common cause of Tinkercad login and design issues because they can create IP mismatch errors during the security handshake with Autodesk. If you are using a VPN, turn it off and refresh the page. You should also check whether Tinkercad or Autodesk is having a service problem. Visit health.autodesk.com and see if there's any ongoing maintenance or outage. And if the site will not load at all, try flushing your DNS on Windows by opening Command Prompt and typing ipconfig/flushdns. That resets your internet path and can fix stubborn loading problems. At this point, most Tinkercad design errors should be resolved. Start with hardware acceleration, clear your cache, test in incognito mode, simplify your design, check your circuit code and wiring, and then verify your network. These steps cover the most common causes and usually get Tinkercad working again without wasting time. If you want more simple software fixes like this, make sure you subscribe. And if this tutorial helped you, please hit the like button so more people can find it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.